Hello and welcome. It's the compilation of the 4th day of July 2019. It is 10:41 p.m. Cincinnati, Ohio time, although I've never ever been in Cincinnati before, although it looks fine when I watch sports games there. But this isn't about that. It's really not about gold. I'm just going to show it as an intro just to show what's going on. And it's holding in there after beautiful up move, beautiful correction of the 18, great up move, and just pausing the last little bit through time. So let's keep my eye on it. Not more to say. Not anything more to say. Bitcoin. And yeah, by the way, there is one more thing to say, but this doesn't have to do with gold. This just happens to do with Fibonacci. When I put these lines in, and oftentimes I put them in well before the event because I can. These lines were noticeable from this low. So you knew back on December Christmas of 2015 when you were in your stockings and you were like, "Oh, what do you want to tell Santa?" Santa, the next key Fibonacci for gold is 1321.07. Getting above that, we're looking for a move to 1522.56. But of course, if we break down below the lows of 1048, those numbers, of course, will reduce in time. Santa's like, thank you, because I do need help with my investment portfolio. Hey, what do you think about Bitcoin? Santa Claus then says. Well, I guess now it's a time for me to transition the charts into it, which is why the Bitcoin charts now appear. And I can tell you right now that after what Santa's doing, and this is the perfect time to do it, Christmas in July, after what Santa's doing as far as taking all this frickin' time to go all the way around the world to deliver all these gifts, has he never heard of the blockchain? Santa's gonna be, once he finds out about that and sees how much more efficient that is, that's what we're gonna be getting towards because it's just damn better. That's all it is. It's damn effing better. I should have said that just to test the whole ad revenue thing because, I mean, if I put the odd F bomb in here and there, I just don't need to do it. Uh, just because of the fact that do you have your robots working? I get to see that. Sometimes when I'm never getting hit, and I don't get hit with them. Unfriendly ad video. I used to get them all the time back in like 2018 at different moments. It'd be like, really? And of course, I wouldn't even say the S bomb if even called. I mean, there's no such thing. Oh my goodness, he said shit. Whatever. And I'd just be like, oh, did it hit the bomb? We'll see about it. Anyway, but then these Fibonacci lines, they fucking work. There we go. We'll see if it hits now. They just work, and I expect it to. So when I come out and I say, yeah, the fact that it hit here and hit here, it's just luck. Yeah, I'm sarcastic when I say that because, quite frankly, I expect it to work when I put them in because its track record is just damn frickin' good. And actually, I normally do say frickin' like that, but not really. It's just damn good. But we resisted here. That's a Fibonacci miss. And you know what? Yeah, it can be, but adjusting to the message of the market. I see this as having resistance on the way there because we were looking for it. It's a common thing to have on the partial way if it supposes to do so, if it's not going to do what it did here, albeit this was a smaller gain, especially from the 38 to the 61. I hear a lot of people talking about 50% Fibonacci retracement. I have to. I don't put it, and I rarely put the line in. A lot of it's because like it's just so easy to see where it is. That's really why I don't. 50, I respect the 50% for being a key level, but 50% has nothing to do with Fibonacci though. That's why I'm like, just call it the 50% retracement. Um, so we have a 50% retracement here. And even this little bit one in here, I can just adjust to the message of the market on a day by day level. I wasn't too optimistic of resistance here. Thus, do we have a fast move to the next level? Yes. Do we have a fast move? Do we have a convincing move to the next level? Yes. Have we left off convincingly since? Yes. And we're convincingly below this high. Everything's in the book. It's in within this 18 average. You know what? From here on in, I'm just going to have to wait and see how we move on from here. And again, when I put these lines in, I expect them to work. It's just because and that's funny because a lot of times they'll say like, oh, this 200-day moving average, which I never really show, or the 50-day moving average. Oh, well, all these traders say it that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy because everyone looks at it. Well, it's better than it used to be, but many people are screwing up on The miscalculation of Fibonacci, so people don't see it the way I calculate it, which is what amazes me and what makes it look so amazing. 5 minute term time frame. Bitcoin breaks down below this level of support, and holy shit, does it just go down? But you know what? You're used to it. It's just the way the market is. Remember that? Okay, maybe you do, maybe you don't. Come as you are, as you do. I should have listened to the song before. Just get the lyrics. Nirvana song, "Come as You Are," meaning the lyrics don't change. Do what you are. I'm just we'll just react to who you are. You are who you are, Bitcoin. And this is what you do. You have these kick ass up and down moves, and then you just go sideways after it. What's the deal with that? No, you don't have to answer what's the deal, but we just know that happens sporadically. If you look back at the last year, how often does it happen? It happens over and over and over again. It almost happens as frequently as these damn ads that I get. And I can tell you, TradingView, if you could let me download like this hourly and 5 minute data, I'd be signing up right now. But your prices are damn expensive. I think the last time I bought in 2017 was because you had a Thanksgiving sale. And it's still 4 months away. 4.5 months away. Maybe you'll have a sale at some point. But I was looking at it the other day. I'm like, geez, that's just expensive. I don't even want to do it. And I can't, actually, technically speaking, I can't even, unless I find a way to put coin in my bank, I technically can't. I suppose I could. I just couldn't buy that, I suppose. I couldn't do it really until August anyway, because you don't accept Bitcoin. And there's a lot of companies and businesses that have actually I've not purchased from because they don't accept cryptos. And that's going to be part of this world. We're going to see a lot of merchants that are going to be like, geez, maybe I should accept it, even though I don't respect it, as they might say. Hey, I can like get paid my fiat dollars. Well, I really do think it's going to work out to the point where, did I just, no, I thought I deleted these lines. I was hoping I didn't do this, but I didn't. But it's going to work out to the point, greater transfer of wealth. If one person is losing, like over a period of time of say 4 months, $50 because of inflation and higher costs. Well, that's one trader making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, because the amount of losers to winners that I see happening and is happening right now on this greater transfer of wealth. Well, the ratio of people losing to winning is just outright, the ratio is way too high. Which means I look at this world coming into great inflation versus great deflation, hyperinflation, hyperdeflation at the exact same time. It's just those into cryptocurrencies, especially those who are managing successful bankrolls and risk reward management strategies, and those who are just taking chances on the bull moves and are just smart and profit taking, especially them, I suppose, maybe. They're going to get hyperdeflation. It's almost going to be buying things that are up 50% and double against the dollar, even especially 20% up against the dollar. And yet you're looking at it as if it's down 90 plus percent because of what cryptocurrencies can do. And I felt a lot of that in 2017. You buy a computer, your parents a computer for $1,000, and you feel as if you're paying like $80 for it. It literally felt that way for me. And it's an amazing feeling to live in that hyper deflationary type of world where you're on that side of the greatest transfer of wealth. Let's change this to the tether, because these Fibonacci lines, when I put them in, you used to expect them to like create like a masterpiece kind of deal, and I'm copying MASTA piece, not master, but masta piece. You wouldn't even know who I'm talking about, because the videos that person does is all about a particular video game that you've probably never heard of. So I'm not going to talk anymore. But yeah, masterpiece as far as this whole $11,224 area, just congesting its bottom in there. Okay, it's doing its thing. Come as you are. Oh, why can't I get the lyrics? My last search was for Quiet Leonard betting odds. Couldn't find much for like in the last day. Come as you are. Probably get a song that I did listen to, but Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be, as a friend, as a known enemy. Take your time, hurry up. The choice is yours. Don't be late. See, the funny thing is, and this is interesting because I can remember what it used to be like to get song lyrics as a kid. It used to be you would play the tape, and then you would try to listen to the words the best you could. If you didn't understand it completely, you rewind it a little bit. And then you'd play it again and you'd write down a piece of paper. Um, but in this one here, uh, take your time, hurry up. Choice is yours. Don't delay. I thought it was don't delay. Don't be late. There's so many songs you think it sounds like that and they sing it differently. In fact, Weird Al Yankovic does a very good parody to the Smells Like Teen Spirit. And he calls it Sounds Like Nirvana, where he basically mocks the fact you can't understand a word that Kurt Cobain is singing. Well, I was a big Nirvana Kurt Cobain fan back then. I know my mom didn't like the music. This was the one CD she didn't like. Was the one that came from this. But other than that, she was fine with all the rest of my music. But it's just this one here. But I loved Nirvana. All right. So as we finish this off, I mean, getting above here, getting below here, it's just sideways. So the fact that attempted to break it failed. Now it looks like it's attempting to break down here, and even if it does, we'll just see what it does this lower end of the support. Until I get a clear break above here, or I guess now at this support at 11. Everything to 11,000 to 11,300 is completely neutral. Thank you for tuning in. And rest in peace, Kurt Cobain. Bye bye.